Hey everybody, so in this video we're going to be going over Eragon as promised. So this was another video that I promised to do for a review, comparison, details, all that good stuff. This video is going to be here on TikTok and also will be on my YouTube channel. So if you only have one or the other, you will have access to both of watching this video in detail. I got my little Timber buddy here, plushie. I also got, since we're talking about Eragon and dragons, I got my little blue dragon here. It's very, very cool. 3D printed. So he's just gonna hang out here on the side table. You probably won't really see him that much. So to start off, we got the original hardcover right here in a navy blue and gold lettering of the name right here. And this has plain white paper right here all throughout, and the spine with Christopher Poloni's last name at the top, which all 4 books have. This is a new back. My husband bought me this one specific one because I wanted a hardcover of my first book, or my second book, Eragon and Eldest, the first 2 books. So the other 2 obviously are falling apart. I've had them since they came out, at least the first 2, and that was like 10, like 4, 10, 13, 14, 10, 12, 14, 13, somewhere in that like age range. I started reading Eragon. So what's different about, other than this, because this is like a reissue of the look of the inside. Isn't that cool? So not only just that, but it also has a whole page like that in blue. And I'll show you. This is still the same with the hardcover. And it's just the whole book right here. See? It's just the whole book. Plain paper. So let me get up close so you guys can see that. See? So, and then the back has the same extra blue paper flap, which I really like. That this copy has that. The original, like the very, very first edition of the first book. Oh look, here's a new picture. See, this is a new picture of Christopher. This is what he looks now. He did not start like that. When he first printed or wrote the books, he actually, or this specific book, he was much younger, and he had glasses, and he had cut shorter hair and shaved face, So that's why he still has the glasses. Obviously, he just grew a beard, and his hair is thicker now, longer-ish, taller. Why not? So this is a really nice copy. Really like it. Definitely going to use this one, I think, more for travel or just wherever I want to go read. So very, very nice. I highly recommend. I actually got this for discount. I think it was like in May for a Mother's Day gift. Where I got it for me and Eldest and hardcover. It was like only $15. This one and Eldest were only $15. And they were like on a discount, so it was really, really nice. Because original tag price for these hardcovers were $27, and I had to pay that when Bringsinger and Inheritance first came out. When I was in high school, that's when those 2 first books came out. Like I was before high school, and when I got in high school, those 3rd and 4th books came out. So about 12 years ago. So this one is much heavier. This one you can tell is much more. It has more of a 3D binding. I can feel it on this binding. I mean, I guess I keep on saying embossed. I think that's the right term. Hardcover special edition. What makes it special is obviously the binding, the printed or the painted edges in gold. It has as any special edition book does have, is a silk not silk, like a ribbon bookmark, which this one's blue. It also has special in the interior binding. This is the same binding for both the back and the front, which I'll show you. Right there. And then the other thing that it makes this one also stand out to the regular, because they both have the map in black and white, is this. I peeled this sticker off plastic before I threw it out. So that way I know that it had I have the seal sticker, Barnes & Noble exclusive only. This book can be bought from the either in store or online from Barnes & Noble only, no matter what location you're at, as long as they have it. This book sold out more than once when it first got released, which is crazy. And I waited for a couple of months later, after January when it first came out, that if it was gonna go on Amazon, but it never has. I never did. I waited till this month, October, to buy it. And also it was good timing because I got a gift card to use. For first time credit card users, they could getting over to the first time before your first time use their MasterCard or Visa, I forgot what it was, is right now, to use that, and you could get your first gift card, and then after that you have to do every, I think, like $500 you spend or something like that. So it's like 250,000 what do you call it, points with that store credit card. So you can see here, as I'm going through the pages, the paper is a little different. It's a little, I don't want to say delicate, but it's not as, how do I explain it? Okay, so I can do off of texture. So the standard hardcover has more of a softer paper. This is a little firm and thin, like thinner, almost like a cardstock-ish, but thinner than that, like a thin cardstock with glossy gold edges. And the print, I don't know if I can't, the brightness, I don't think the brightness will let me see it, but you can see the text is about the same for, yeah, it's the same. The lighting, I think, is as well, is just making it glow a little better-ish. Oh, there is something. So that is what the and this actually feels a lot heavier, even though it looks thick. I feel it's slightly thicker. It's actually lighter. I think the weight of the binding makes this heavier, and the paint. So that's what the difference is. And they're the same height, actually. They are. So this one binding is a little more round. This one's a little more narrow at the corners, which makes this one look a little slightly, not by much, maybe barely taller than this one. Yeah, it's barely taller. Honestly, it's barely. It's not a big difference, I think. So here's the side by side. I'm gonna try to zoom out so you guys can see it. So that's also the difference is that Saphira's image is a little more shrunk here, and the name is at the top instead of the bottom, like the standard has, which is kind of cool. I like that they reversed that a bit. And you see only drawings, I think. No. Oh yeah, you do. You do see a drawing on the over here in the corner. It's hiding of the mountain, like it shows here. So that's pretty cool. And then I'll show you the backs. Oops, sorry. There we go. See? I think this is a quote, maybe a part from the book. I'm not sure. I don't remember right now. That's the backings though of them. White and then gold. White in gold. Do you guys want to see a text comparison? That would be really cool, huh? So here is the my goodness, my camera. Okay, there is the special edition. And we'll just get a random page here. Let's get with one at the beginning of a chapter. And here is the standard. And I can tell the number, the way that this in the chapter page numbers is the same. So that is the comparison of those two, the special edition and the standard hardcover. So obviously this one is a collector's piece. It's a collector's item. Mine got a little indentment because I had it in a backpack with some other books and stuff, and I got moved around a bit, I think, with some weight pressure. But so be careful. These pages can scratch, by the way, so that's what shows out here during the ride home. So be careful if you don't want them to be. If you don't want to open it when you buy it and it's not home yet, maybe you should keep it sealed. That was kind of my idea, but I wanted to look at it. I wanted to open it. I wanted to feel it. I wanted to look at the inside. What was going to be, if there was going to be anything new or different. So, curiosity got the better of me. That's how it happens. So, honestly, it kind of doesn't matter which one you get. If you want both, get them both. So, yeah. You can rotate with each one, with reading, I guess, and stuff like that. And if one falls apart, you have the other one, kind of thing. Or you lose one, you have the other. That's kind of how it can work out. Things like that. I'm not going to do a tandem with the exact same books because that's ridiculous. But I will put like a marker, like the tracker marker, if that makes sense, to where I'm at in each book. In the book, because it's the exact same chapter, same text, all that good stuff. So, anyways, I know it's not as exciting. And then here's my little blue dragon that likes to hang out with my books. So, pretty cool guy. Love him. So yeah, you can get this one anywhere. Barnes & Noble, Amazon, I'm sure Walmart's got it on its website somewhere, in Target, any bookstores that would have it. You can even look for it for your used bookstores, even if they hold stuff as back as the last 10-15 years, if they do, depending on how far back they date their books and keeping them. You can also look at the local library as well. This one you can only get at Barnes & Noble store or Barnes & Noble website, app store or website itself, and just check to see if they can ship it or they can pick it up. I prefer, just my recommendation, that you go in person. You get to hand pick your copy that you want. You want to make sure the bindings oh my goodness, I can't talk. Straight, not damaged, bent, things like that. My little scuff mark got it because I had it in a backpack with a bunch of their books. And it got a little dented, like I said. I had some other stuff on top of it, and I probably should have done that. So that's why I got a little indentment pressure from the paper. And the paint got a little dent. Well, who cares? It's on one spot. It's on the actual book binding. It's not in the side of the pages, so that's what matters. But anyways, this is a Barnes & Noble exclusive. This costs $35, by the way. So, this actually is pretty affordable to the other ones that I saw that were for editions like this. For some other books that were on the shelf with it, costs as high the next level up was $47 to $50-$60. It depends on which one, and if they're on a discount, like a sale price, then great, awesome, grab it. Sorry, So like for example, the one that was next to this was The Phantom of the Opera and Other Mixed Stories. I guess that's why it was such a fat chunker for $47. I don't know why they did it like that. They should have had it like separate. Whatever. It is what it is. Of what they did that with. But anyways, this is my very first limited edition, by the way, of special edition binding of a book that is my favorite in my book library. This is my third favorite book. I'm still on the hunt for finding one like this or similar to this special edition binding for The Black Stallion by Walter Farley. I know there was an original leather binding of those books with like Misty and King of the Wind and things like those books and Black Beauty. But there were like at the time when I was looking for that, like 4 years ago, maybe 5-6 years ago, I think I found one or two, and it cost like over $100, like $150, $145, $200. I think that's really, really expensive. So I really comparison, I think 35 is a really good deal.